What is your experience with leading change and transformation?
First and foremost, I've been in change and transformation for the past 20 years. And I've worked with government, I've worked with the for-profit sector, I've worked with various organizations. And I realized that a lot of organizations are struggling with change and transformation. However, it shouldn't be that way because people like change. Actually, people go on holidays because they want change, they want salary increases and all that. And that's all about change. So I have had significant experience with change and transformation. I've led change and transformation in organizations. In fact, my last job was the team lead for business transformation in one of the oil and gas companies. So I do have a significant experience with change and transformation.
So you mentioned that people like change. So why do most change initiatives fail?
Well, I think most change initiatives fail because of the way change is introduced. When you read the literature, everybody says people don't like change, but I don't agree with that. People actually like change. And that is why people go on vacation, people change homes, people want to go to places because people just love change. And I think a lot of organizations don't go through change effectively because one, they don't engage the people, they don't communicate with to the people effectively. And at the end of the day, the change initiatives fail. In fact, statistics says that 70% of change initiatives fail. We can reduce that, and there's a way to do that.
So you mentioned there's all these different factors that affect change. So what are the major ingredients for faster change and transformation?
Yeah, there are key ingredients if you want change to succeed. One is the visibility of leadership in the change. If it matters to the leaders, if change is important, if transformation is important, the leaders must be seen as walking the talk. So one of the key ingredients for successful change and transformation is that leaders must be visible, committed in supporting the change. The second ingredient thing to do is basically those who will be affected by the change must be engaged, must be communicated to, must be involved in the change. In fact, there's a saying that those who help build the plan rarely battle the plan. So if we engage and communicate with the people, the change will succeed. The other thing you can do to ensure that change is successful is ensuring that you've addressed what is in it for the people. We call it the within. If you engage the people, you basically articulate what is in it for them, people will embrace the change and go with the change. Also very, very important that you should have a robust change management plan and execute flawlessly so that you can achieve the objectives of the change.
So you mentioned that leaders are a strong proponent for change. So what is your advice to leaders for leading successful change and transformation?
Here is my suggestion with all the years of experience I've had with change. Leaders must walk the talk. Leaders must clearly articulate the reasons for the change. Why are we changing? What is the business case for the change? When leaders are very clear about this, they are able to communicate this to the entire establishment. Again, my advice to leaders is, don't just introduce change and hope that it's going to work. The people who are going to be affected by the change must be involved. And when you involve them, then the change will succeed. I also want to suggest to leaders that, just don't shove change down the throats of people. Get them involved. And so engagement is the key to successful change and transformation. And finally, leaders must not introduce change and have at the back of their minds that change is so difficult and then begin to act as though change is always difficult. Leaders must remember that people like change. People want to go through change successfully because it imparts their bottom line. So if leaders can begin to do some of these things, I believe the change will be successful.